Ian, fantastic win this afternoon. The dressing room must be a great place now.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially after the second half, because to be fair, we've gone in 1-0 at half time and we hadn't played. Spike's give them a remit, how to play, do the right things. And I think we've been a bit slow, pedestrian, the way we've moved the ball. And people get frustrated. And when they don't do things and then it knocks on, it's a bit of a catalyst. But then Corey's goal just totally changes the mood. Great finish. And obviously takes us in at half-time 1-0. We get to readdress a few things. Spike gets his point across, I get my point across. And then I thought second half we thoroughly deserved the win. For some finer details in the final third, honestly thought it could have been 3 or 4. The keepers made 1 or 2 saves. Probably a little bit of decision-making at the end, but thoroughly on the front foot and fantastic result.
Yeah, you must have been pleased the way we really did turn the screw once we got that first goal.
Yeah, and I think that the first goal was massive in this game because obviously they've set the stall out. Obviously we've watched the last game and we know they're defensively strong. They don't give up many goals. They are quite hard to break down. So once you got that first goal, you knew playing through the lines. And as I say, I thought it lifted Corey massively. I mean, it's a great finish for him, but then I thought second half, I thought Corey was on the front foot, caused problems. Subs made a massive difference as well, which obviously we want. I want the subs to come on because I want them to be unhappy. I don't want people to be miserable, but I want them to be unhappy. I want them to be good. I want to play. And then come on and go, that's why I should be playing. That's what I wanted from Greeny. Yeah. I'd love him to come over me and you know what I mean? I want him to because he say, that's what I should be doing because he's affected the game. It's a great ball in for the goal and Rama does what Rama does. And as I say, that's what we want from everyone. And I say, I thought they came on, thought Will came on and gave us a lift. But that's no detriment to the lads who start in 11. But we need to be on the front foot. We need to be playing forward. We need to be possession. We need to be on the drive. You know what I mean? It's all about being positive and people come. You know what I mean? 13, I don't know how many was there tonight there?
Yeah, maybe 1,300.
1,300 people. We've got to be on the front foot. We've got to go away happy. And I think after the second half performance, they probably did. After the first half, probably frustrated just as much as we were, as I say. But they were told under no certain terms that wasn't good enough. As I say, in terms of what they did in the second half, that's the standard, you know, you've set yourself.
And the nature of the performance, there was a freshness about it, wasn't it? I know you've brought in new players and, you know, the likes of Matty Dolan coming at this side, Brad James even at the back, you know, the John LaFood who obviously gives everyone a lift as well. And they just felt that freshness in the second half.
Yeah, football's all about subjective opinions. And as I say, people are going to be unhappy. There's players gone out the squad and then, as I say, lads who have been here, previous manager. But then we wouldn't have been here if it was a fantastic dressing room and they were all doing well. That's how football works. We know that. We've got to bring in what we think and we've got to do the right things. And I say, Spike's working hard with, I say, people behind the scenes to bring the right players in or how we want to play. And I say, if we play like that second half, we'll have no problem. We play like we did first half, we might have a problem. But we've got to do the right things. I say freshness. Obviously, Brad's come in. I thought Finn, who came on a sub, energy. And that's what you need first and foremost. I talk about non-negotiables and working hard and running through a brick wall. For your team, it's a non-negotiable. Everything else, your technical ability and your tactical ability, what'll come. But for me, non-negotiables are. And our standards dropped it, Charlie. We do stats, and I know people can talk about it, but running stats and how we want to play, and we weren't good enough. Today, it's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, Rama, again, he is a catalyst for this club. I say people spoke to me and I've seen him play and he gives his heart and soul for this club, and that's what we want. And I want everyone to play like that. But as I say, for me, great 3 points, kicks us on, sets our standards, and now we've got a fantastic home game again. But we've got to do the same job because obviously they've won at Hereford today 2-0. They'll come here fancying themselves, but we're at home. We've got to make this place a bit of a fortress. You know what I mean? We've got to make this where people want to come and go, oh, Spenny, it's going to be a tough game. So whatever happens, they're going to walk away going, we've been in a game today.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what we need to do, and it needs to be the complete opposite of what it's been. I mean, that's the first home win since October.
I know, and listen, that's obviously why we were brought in, and obviously I'm not saying we've got a magic wand. There's no magic wand. It's a formula. It's about us doing the right things. We've got our certain standards, how we want to play. First and foremost, you work hard. Work hard for you, work hard for your teammates, and you work hard for everybody in the club. And then we set our standards. I say I didn't know that stat, what you've just said, but for me, we've been in now, this is our 4th home game. We lost the first one, we drew the next 2. I thought against Scarborough, we were unlucky. We've got our first home win, but we've got to build on it. It's just a start. It's not, oh, we've won it. It's a build. We've now got to keep them standards high. Lads in there have set their standards, and if you don't keep them standards, unfortunately, that's how football works. Everyone we've seen now have been given an opportunity. People have played, people who are now not in the team have played. As I say, I go back to Corey, and a few games he has a go at me because he's been brought off. and he looks and thinks, why have I been brought off? Well, today you didn't get brought off because your standards were so high, you caused problems, you created opportunities, you worked hard, you did what Spike wanted, and that's all we can ask from all the players.
And just finally, I mean, it's the first time we've had a chance to catch up with you. How much have you enjoyed this period so far?
It's been absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it's all about winning games. Football's about winning. It doesn't matter who you are, it's about winning. And obviously, getting that first win on against Southport and now winning again, that's what it's all about. We've got to change this mentality. It's a winning mentality. We've got to create this winning mentality. This club is a huge club. A fantastic opportunity for myself, fantastic opportunity for Spike. But first and foremost, let's start building on this win today. Fantastic people. I mean, as I say, yourself, everyone's been so welcoming. And as I say, if you come into a club, that's all you want. And obviously, we've been given the tools. Now it's down to us to make sure them tools work.